You ready for this?
Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome to Curiosity Public. Dutch.
Jules.
Delightful Dylan with less hatred.
I'm getting dizzy.
And on that note, welcome to yet another episode of our Ultimate Spirits Competition, our quest to review every sipping spirit on the face of the planet subjected to our crazy hard 100-point scoring system. And in this episode, we're back into the tequila, guys, finally, with a very hot tequila.
Hot?
And fuego?
I was getting excited because of how hot this bottle is burning my hand. This is Cazcanes.
Cazcanes.
People are saying, is this the new Fortaleza? People are saying it's got some heat to it.
If it's cheaper, then yeah, maybe.
And easier to find because
it's neither of those things.
Fortaleza. I know, exactly.
But let's take a quick look at the bottle now. There's something very unique about this in that it has a sticker that says confirmed, additive free by Tequila Matchmaker.
Nice.
Cazcanes Tequila number 7 Blanco. This is 40% alcohol, 80 proof. Take a look at the back here. It's kind of a cool bottle. It's a unique shape. You know, true to earth, true to flavor. This is NOM 1599. What do you think about the bottle? I like the design. I like the design.
Yeah.
It's very.
I like
you know
that
what I like
braiding
about this?
on the neck.
Yeah, I like about this. I like it. Yeah, it's rustic. They didn't go with like the crazy flare, right? They didn't do the 23 degree.
You know who else liked flair?
Ric Flair?
I know what that's from. But anyway, guys, this has some heat to it, in part because it is a certified additive free. It's one of the few that you see on the shelves with the sticker on
with the actual sticker.
And we've talked about this program before from Tequila Matchmaker. It's an awesome program. They're going around actually testing or tasting and observing the process of the brands that they certify to ensure that there are no additives. Of course, somebody could pull one over on them, I guess, if they just fake them out.
Like on the tour day.
Because they're not actually doing like an analysis of the actual liquid using mass spectrometry or anything, but they're tasting them.
I thought they also do site visits.
They do site visits, they observe the process, they check the record, so it's pretty thorough as they really can be realistically.
Yeah.
And there are other batches of Cazcanes we should point out. This is number 7 of the Blanco. There's earlier ones. I think there's even some more recent ones that are starting to come out, but we decided, let's just pick the one that's on the shelf that we could find, and it's this one. Price point, 74 is I think what I paid for this.
Ooh.
So how is this the Fortaleza?
It's more expensive.
I don't know. People, maybe just on the palate. Anyway, you got any other info?
That's like saying gold is a nice
Diamond.
alternative to silver or something.
Whatever. Do you have any other background for us, Dylan?
Yeah. Did you read out the NOM?
$15.99.
Yeah. So that's where it's coming from, and
So you have nothing else.
it's a tequila. We love it.
Tequila.
Okay.
That's it?
Yeah. I mean,
In-depth analysis from Dylan
it's
today.
as pure as you're gonna get, right?
We would hope so.
What else do you want?
They do say their slogan is true to earth, true to flavor.
Nice. Is it farm to bottle?
I don't know. Anyway, let's get tasting.
Isn't everything farm to bottle? I mean, it comes from a farm.
The point is, how many steps are there in between farm and bottle, dude?
This guy.
Let's rule out proximate cause and just go from the beginning, guys.
Yeah, thanks, marketing guy. Okay.
It's nice.
Wow, the coating of the glass is pretty awesome on the swirl here. Look at that. Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is very refreshing right now, I gotta say.
That was really good.
All right, we've had some time to taste. We've all scored this. We haven't looked at each other's scores. We haven't discussed the scores with each other. We talk a little bit while we're scoring, but we don't really talk about how we're scoring it. Jules is about to tell you guys about our scoring system, but before he does that, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the benefits of being a member of Curiosity Private, which is our membership program here on YouTube and also over on Patreon. Get the same perks, at least for now, including a special video that only members can see, which we like to call Taste Off.
Taste Off.
And in this Taste Off, we're going to be comparing blind Fortaleza Blanco, what we were just talking about, to the Cazcanes Blanco. We're going to be doing these blind, side by side. We're actually going to get blindfolded to do it. And you get to see it. What are you looking at? Whatever Dylan's looking at, yeah. Dylan's still tasting. Do you have a score, Dylan? Are you ready to do this?
I have a score.
Anyway, that's for members. Please consider joining. If you don't care about that stuff, don't worry about it. We're going to keep going with this review right now. Jules, what's our scoring system all about?
We have a 100-point category across 10 categories. 100-point grading system across 10 categories. That include aroma, flavor, body complexity, balance, finish. I don't get it either. Uniqueness, drinkability, aesthetics, and value. However, flavor you rank at 20.
You can't even say the words, dude.
Wow. Aesthetics and value at 5 points each. And you can medal in our competition. You score 16 up and go from bronze, silver, gold to diamond.
You need to eat some Arby's to get your strength back.
Barbecue sauce.
All right, guys, let's jump right in and get our initial scores. Of course, this can change as we discuss it. We can argue about it. We can retaste it. Who knows? But going into the scoring here, my initial one is 81.
81.
Nice.
85.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, hey, this is a gold.
This is a goal.
I don't think anybody's going to go down from here.
Should I do a market correction for Dylan?
Yeah, just go down 5. All right, let's kick things off with aroma. To me, it was a little subdued. I'll talk more about it. Let's just get our scores for 7.
8.
9.
It's just very subdued to me. I mean,
It's funny you say that because that's actually why I docked it. Is because I think the initial was just...
it's good.
It's good, but I mean, it's a little
Nothing
bit low.
stands out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
a little bit low. That's actually why I just docked at those 2 points.
kind of what I expect from
I mean, I don't know if I go
decent
that low,
Blanco.
but...
I completely disagree with all you guys, and I think
What are you getting on the nose?
I think you.
Here we go.
It's
Encyclopedia.
lost on you, which is kind of really weird. It was so prominent
that
for me. What really pushed it higher for me is the cactus flower. It's amazing. It's like this desert flower.
Is it like cactus
aroma.
cooler?
I mean, if you remember, like if you go to
I know.
I mean, like, yes,
vodka.
yes. We've gone to Mexico a bunch of times, but I would say more so if you go out to like, we
Been
live in
around the
California,
world.
Death Valley. You go to Death Valley and you see some of the cactus flower, and you go up to it and you kind of get that bouquet. Man, I'm really getting that, and it's such a really nice aroma. And then what's really unique about it is the mint. The minty aroma is just really breaking through. Very, very pleasant. And I gotta say, and there's nothing off-putting. There's nothing off-putting
agree.
here.
Just subdued.
I wanted more, though.
The reason why I didn't go up to a 10 is because the earthy component is really missing. And I think maybe that's what you guys need in order for you to, smell something. But that's missing, and yet all these other things were kind of buoyed by this very floral aroma. So I really liked it. I dug it. It's
Okay,
nice.
cool story. Let's move on to flavor. This is where things really count. Let's get our scores. 18.
18.
18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
Right on the
Really good.
money.
My journey
all
here
the right notes.
was rich cooked agave. Then I got the floral. I got it on the palate. I didn't get it on the nose. I got
go.
the floral, and then the ending was this warm cinnamon.
Spice. Yeah.
It was so nice.
I also got, midway through though, I got a lot of pepper, which was really
didn't
nice
get
with
the
the
pepper,
floral.
really.
Really? I
You know
got
what's
it.
interesting about
It
this?
was so
it's
good.
It's like chewing on cinnamon gum. You get a little bit of that mint.
When you first take the bite though, you get like that spice.
Yeah.
and
It's
that
almost
kind
like
of
you
thing.
get the mint gum and
Yeah,
cinnamon
there's-
gum,
there's
and you
mint
put it together.
underneath.
Yeah,
You're right,
and you get that. Now, I want to ask you, Dutch. There are people out there in the world that say you cannot grade Blancos.
They're wrong.
What do you say to that?
They're wrong.
Why?
This is the art that comes before the aging. This is what's so interesting about tequila. It's where
This
are
is
you
its purest form.
Yeah, where are you growing the cactus? I mean, these cactuses have to age for years
Yeah.
before they can harvest them.
Years.
How long do you let them age? Do you how do you
what
trim
impacted
them?
it?
How
The
do you trim
weather.
them before you put them in,
Yeah, exactly.
before you extract the juices? How do you ferment them? There's so much that goes on at the Blanco stage with tequila that, I mean, people who think that are they're disciples of Dylan. They're just wrong.
True.
It must be a different Dylan.
Dylan doesn't believe that. I'm just
But
kidding.
let me just say that I think maybe it's because they've tried just like Jose Cuervo Gold at some point.
Like pure additive.
And they're like, taking shots,
so, yeah.
things like that. I don't know what it is, but I don't, I'm not judgmental, right? I'm pretty level-headed and objective. I'd like to invite those people to try these types of exercises. Buy a couple of the Blancos that we recommend and do a blind or do a taste-off or do a tasting. I think it will open your eyes.
And this is one that I feel like anybody who's sipped spirits before, if you've never sipped a tequila and you've never sipped a Blanco, this is one that I think...
This would be nice.
This is a nice one. It's very approachable. The flavors are pretty easy to pick out.
Yeah, even if you've never had tequila before, it'll start with a mint, and automatically that's a nice little start.
Unless you have an aversion to mint, which hopefully you don't. All right, guys, let's move on to body. I thought it was very good. 8.
8.
Look at that. Wow, we are just agreeing across the board here. Yeah, I mean,
What's going on?
very good.
Very good.
Very enjoyable. I mean,
Why not 9 or 10?
just not quite syrupy enough to get that high for me. I mean, it hits the palate, it coats the palate, and it's an 8. I don't know how else to describe it.
I feel like right before the finish starts to kick in, you get a little of that thinness, a little thin, a little bit of the flavor drops off, and that's kind of the...
What I think it is almost is when the flavors start to change a little bit. Because like the initial hit on the palate is so nice and mellow, and then you start getting the spice a little bit earlier than I would like, maybe. And I think that's kind of like when I think of body, I feel like it's got to envelop with the richness for a long time.
Yeah, I think we're in sync with what we're trying to...
Okay, moving on. Your favorite band. Complexity, 8.
8.
I give it a 7.
For a Blanco, I don't... What else are you going to get? Seriously.
Like I said, I think the earth component.
The earth was
missing.
there on the
Earth
palate.
component is missing.
It's there on the palate.
On the
for me.
palate? Yeah, me too.
It's not the strongest. It's not the most
It's
prominent
definitely not
aspect,
strong,
but it's
yeah.
there in the background.
I thought that was missing in the aroma and the flavor. I think, I've had natural tequilas with a little bit increased breadth in terms of the sweetness, like in terms of the sugar. And so these are the reasons why I couldn't go up really high.
Wrong.
I disagree. Okay, moving on to balance. I feel like for everything that's here, it's very well done. I feel like there are some things that are a little bit off. The spice is a little bit where it comes in more than anything else is what I thought was off. 8.
Yeah, same. 8.
I give it a 9.
And I felt like there were components of it times where things got muted.
There were also, but I had sips that were 9s, and I had sips that were 7s.
Got it.
And I think that's why I ended up at an 8.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
wasn't consistent.
about. For me, I wrote down the reason I can't give it a perfect is there's a bitterness component. There's a bitterness component. I think maybe you're interpreting that as a spice.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But like there's that little...
it's like a drop off.
Yeah,
But it's just a tinge of it.
Slightly off. That's why tinge is, 9.
I get it.
Yeah, that's
Not
what's
sure why that's an 8.
It's an 8.
That's an 8.
Next category, finish. 7.
This is where it was like the weakest for me. I give it a 6. This trailed off way too quick. And I felt it just like it lost all the body that I did have. It lost a lot of it already.
It just tapered very quickly.
Yeah.
So let's get Dylan's score.
Yeah, so I gave it a 9 initially, but I think I'm going to go down
really
to, after
generous.
tasting it, I think I'm going to go down to 8. And I'm going to tell you why. I think the finish is quite long. Quite long
I agree.
for a Blanco. I wrote down bitterness again for the
This
finish,
was
but
too
then I
short,
think that the issue that I have is the finish is overwhelmingly mint. And it's
You're right.
Mint and bitterness. It's very long, but it's mint.
But here's how I would describe it. I would just say, like, here's the flavor, right? It's coming. You get to the finish, and it just goes like this.
Yeah.
But now it's here, and,
Right,
and it keeps
and it
going.
just keeps going.
But all that's left is that mint
It's really
core.
weak though. Yeah. I don't know. Even then, the mint
good,
was
though.
really weak for me.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Very
it.
strong
It's warming. I can still taste it on my palate.
Very strong.
I like it.
I don't know. Weak.
Good, but I want more.
Yes.
If it's going to be
Yes.
as long as this is, I want the better flavor
more.
components than just the mint and that touch of bitterness.
It was pleasant.
Uniqueness, 9.
9.
I struggled with this. I gave it a 7.
This is super
No,
unique.
dude, you got to get this. Just even a bottle.
It has
gets
the
a point.
sticker.
It has the sticker.
Got to give it a point for that sticker alone.
Certified.
No, I don't.
It's additive free.
So-
You're getting
Come on.
great flavors here.
I'm looking at flavors. I'm
transparency
looking at flavors.
alone.
I'm looking at, to a small degree, the bottle. The reason I have it a 7 is because, I want to bring up Arte Gnome. Okay, I want to talk about all the Arte Gnome Blancos that are kind of handpicked, curated. I think those things are quite unique. I think here, this is very good. I think it's, again, one of the things that I would call you guys out. You say, well, we're going to compare it to Fortaleza because you're saying that it's kind of like Fortaleza, and yet you're thinking that it's unique. I mean, that seems like
I didn't say
hypocrisy
that. I'm
there.
saying people
we're
say
saying
So
people
that's
are
why I think 7 is a
comparing
good
it to
score.
Fortaleza.
I think it's good. I don't
7's
know.
kinda harsh,
I don't know
man.
how much it kind of separates itself from the pack.
From being additive free,
I'm gonna be thinking
this is
like
a winner.
I agree. And also, there's a thing here about when we talk about how
For transparency.
on the flavor side of uniqueness, taking the bottle and the story and everything out of it, it's not so much the individual parts that are unique.
Yeah, it's the
But
package.
it's how these come together. The cinnamon,
Completely
the really nice
agree.
cooked agave, the really pleasant aroma, all that comes together, and you have this nice bottle, and you have this additive free.
But are you not
all works
seduced
together.
by the sticker? You keep talking about the
I
sticker.
gave it points
But
for that.
With how many flavors you listed alone, that's so
and
unique.
Then
and then on top of it's
let me put
additive
a bunch
free.
of stickers on the bottles that we drink.
But this
so
is a
that you
sticker
can
that
say
means
it's
something.
unique.
like
I
a
mean,
right
I'm
sword.
not.
Give
I'm
me
not
that double
knocking
gold.
that.
I'm
not
totally
knocking that, but I'm just saying I like to judge. Things that are within, on the inside, not, on the outside. I don't judge the book by the cover. It's
Jules only reads the cover.
Exactly. Who
From
has
afar.
time?
Sometimes the author's
has
biography
time?
as well. But, okay, let's move on to drinkability. As Jules is showing, I could finish this glass. It's a 9.
I'm tempted to go up. I give it an 8. I'm tempted to go up to a 9 because
weird.
it's so
This is weird.
drinkable.
I gave it a 10.
You know what? I'm going up.
You're saying super drinkable. You're like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is the best thing since sliced bread. I love the sticker. I love the sticker. I love the sticker. I love this. I mean, like drinkability should be 10. You should be drinking that sticker.
And who drank the least of it?
Exactly. I'm almost done.
I'm a professional here.
I
don't come
I think
here
a 9, dude. To give
you
a
know,
10 is a lot. I give it a 9.
That is a lot.
This is not a bar, sir.
But I agree that Jules should go up.
I did. I went up to a 9.
Okay, good.
I give it a 10.
I mean,
You
10,
can sit
man.
here.
10 tells me that there's no other tequila I would reach for over this.
Exactly.
don't
And he's
believe
knocking
that.
it on uniqueness.
It's
Come
like a
on.
9.5. It's a very, very, very high.
No.
Your logic does not
No,
track,
no.
sir.
You are reinforcing my
We
argument.
round it down, dude.
No, you're like,
a 9.9 is
you're
still
like-
a 9 in our system. This
Oh,
is
I
not a
don't know
10.
if I'll reach for this because this is not that unique.
No,
hey,
no.
uniqueness is.
It's as high of a 9 as it can be.
No.
Very, very
Comment below, people.
Comment below, Dylan.
Dylan's off his rocker.
This is.
Exactly.
This is what I have to deal with.
Moving
folks.
on, aesthetics. I really like it. It's a 4.
Me too. 4.
I really like it. It's 4. Give it a 5. I really like it. It's 5.
This is the perfect tequila bottle for Dylan. Okay.
Yeah, it's rustic.
It's nice.
It's humble. It's like me.
Wow, I want to go down because of
Wow,
that.
me too. Market correction.
Yeah, I mean, I understand where you guys are. I
Dylan's
understand where you're coming
ego.
from. I just... It's close.
You know what
It's
I
a
like?
very, very
look
high
at, look at
floor.
this. Look at
It's
this. Look at this
close.
wood right here, right? And then you got.
Oh, rub it some more, Dylan.
You get the
Oh,
rope.
yeah.
And like
You just
it's very
ruined
nice.
the braid.
There's a hand right there, and then again, here's the hypocrisy. The sticker alone should give for them. They're like what do you got?
No, I'm all about flair. I want like embossed, markings on
He
there.
wants it to be a sombrero bottle.
I mean, these guys.
Amazing.
They're becoming orgasmic over the sticker there.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're going like, oh, you know what? That's not that unique or
Anyway,
aesthetically.
moving on to value. It's a touch too high for me. I give it a 3.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 3. It doesn't go above a 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I
get
was
that,
tempted
'cause
to say
it's-
2.
And I should point
Because
out,
for a Blanco, this is a very
it's a
high
good
price.
Point. I'll go
I
down.
paid a pretty good price for this. I mean, a lot of times you'll find this Blanco at 80 plus. I mean, it is expensive tequila, yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I gave it a 3 instead of a 2 is because I felt like out of all the tequilas
it's really
out
good,
there,
and you're getting what you pay
This
for.
is a very pure product.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of equivocal, I would say.
You're not going to feel bad about how much you spent. You're going to really enjoy it.
I would say
but it is expensive.
If you're on a budget, I would pass on this. I would still go for Fortaleza, I'd go Arrete, I'd go with G4, things like that. But
all right, let's get our final scores and final tally. I didn't change my score at all. I am still at an 81.
I teared up and down, but ended up at 81.
I gave it an 84.
Which gives us our official Curiosity Public score for Cazcanes Blanco, specifically number 7. It's a gold 82. Oh. Very well done.
Well done. New entry.
Very, very good.
New entry.
Hey, maybe the hype is real with this one.
Maybe.
I wish the price was a little bit better.
No, I was trying to see if it went on the board.
Oh, no, it didn't make it onto our leaderboard, but it's very good Blanco tequila. I think this will be a fun one to explore the aged expressions. We'll get into the repo and then in the future, hopefully. They also do have, I think they have a still strength version of the Blanco, which would be a really fun one to try as well. That's for the future.
We got a fun comparo coming up.
Yeah, we're going to do our comparison for members. Hopefully you tune in for that. Jules, take us out.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down. Either way, let us know. Subscribe for more videos from Curiosity Public. Hit that bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. If you want to help us out, please consider buying a t-shirt. Those are up on the t-shirt shop. Links in the description. You can also help by joining Patreon and our membership program here on YouTube called Curiosity Private. And we have a podcast and all the major podcast platforms out there. As always, stay safe, stay healthy.
Take care, yes. And scene. Very good.
I need stickos.
Good.
Stickos.
$75 good?
I thought.
$75 good? Yeah, it is. It is.
Red.
All right,
Red,
let's
red.
see.
But I can still get this for 40.
I could find that for 50, yeah, easy.
45, 50,
45.
45.
45?
Yeah, this will be an interesting one to compare.
Wait, where's your glass?
Let's pour.
Let's pour.